Hey dudes and babes, DangerousThing here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the first time. And today I'm going to take a look at what happened last night on my wonderful Boom Beach base. And last night, of course, was the War Factory event. And I waited until so late in my time zone to finish it off because I was working and then had some house chores to do. So I waited until, well, probably close to 11 p.m. in my time zone, which would be 23 if you're in military time, 23:00. So basically, I then jumped in and I did not turn the camera on because by then I looked like a mess and was already in my pajamas. And guess what? I was able to take down a War Factory with only 3 attempts. Guys, that is sensational because 3 attempts is what it used to be before the most recent War Factory update went out, and now we have 5 tries at taking her down. So I was absolutely thrilled and blown away. Of course, all the loot that I received and all the internal gratitude and satisfaction. Wow, that was amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the combo that I used and what my thought process was at taking down War Factory. And hopefully, if it ever looks somewhat similar to what it did this week, you will be able to look back at it and find it helpful. Or maybe you're not going to find it helpful and you're gonna like smack a dislike button, which is totally fine too, man. Come on, I get it. Okay, now let's jump in and I will tell you what went down. So I actually used a combo of Hooka, one boat of Cryoneers, and then the rest are heavies and Zookas. During my first 2 attacks, I was not boosting any of my GBE statues, so whatever was on my base is what was there, but nothing was boosted. However, during the last attack, I boosted 2 of my statues, 28% troop damage and 38% GBE, because I really needed to pack a little bit extra punch, and of course, I needed that extra GBE, and you will see exactly why. So let's start with the first attack, and I will go 2 times the speed so you see just very well, but it doesn't bore you out of your mind. So here is yesterday's War Factory, and whereas back in the day when I did not want to complete it, I would probably jump in and left right here and just get a few points here and there and get some loot. Well, yesterday I was on the mission. I was going to finish that off, and so I deploy right there on the right hand side, clear off a bunch of defense buildings right in the entrance of the base, and then basically I reflared my troops because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to cause much damage right there. So I was like, I should just reflare, use the remaining GBE, and try to take out at least a few couple of buildings. And then if you guys saw, I just barraged this little cluster over here, and I used the last artillery on the shock blaster. Now I went back, retrained the exact same troop combo, and of course everybody also got taken out. So I now jump in and I started off with taking out the sniper tower. Sniper tower has a pretty great range, and I just didn't want it to have to continuously hit up my troops when I could have used 2 barrages and take her out. So that's exactly what I did. Now I'm going to try and place my troops a little bit closer to the little cluster of cannons, laser beam, shock blaster, doom cannon, rocket launcher, another shock blaster, and a boom cannon. And so basically I put the troops right over here, and then would try and and just take everything out one thing at a time. I was being a little bit conservative on using flare because really I should have probably flared at doom cannon and then shock blaster to take it out, but I was trying to be conservative with GBE, and this is what I'm ending up with. I have 1 shock blaster remaining, I have 1 damage amplifier, shock launcher, doom cannon, laser beam, boom cannon, and of course the rocket launcher as well as a flamethrower. So right over here I made a decision to actually go ahead and boost my GBE statue and boost my troop damage because a lot was still happening, and it sort of looked like I could take it out because the entrance was perfectly clear. All I had to do was smoke my troops up to where I needed them to be, and also I did a lot of clicking around just to make sure that I can find that safe zone, because if you saw, there were a ton of rocket launchers on our right hand side, like this cluster over here. You become of reach as soon as you get to about this zone over here. So what I did is I dropped my troops and I smoke screened them all the way up to where I needed them to be, and I was really frivolous with the smoke because I needed to overlay a little bit heavier. I didn't mind doing that at all. Better safe than sorry. And then we take out 1 defense after another, and it is just looking absolutely beautiful. The Cryoneers are doing their job. They're stopping and slowing down the defenses, and heavies and Zookas are taking taking them one taken them out one after another. Then what I did is, after we took out the shock blaster, I reflared my troops, because remember, I found that one sort of safe spot right there. I reflare my troops, and obviously we know that heavies are going to be taken out because they're right there, right in that non-safe zone where rocket launchers are still reaching them. Now I have one Cryoneer left, and I have a ton of Zookas. I did not take out the shield generator cluster over here because I did not even touch the right hand side. So basically I was just relying on the power that the Zookas pack in their bazookas and hoping that they were able to take out both the shield and of course the HQ itself. Now the fact that I also boosted my troop damage probably helped big time when it just got dark really quickly, and it got bright again. It helped out big time because we were able to take out the shield generator, and with just under a minute left, I was able to have my ladies take down the HQ and watch the beautiful firework of War Factory explosions right over here. And guys, all the loot that I got was amazing. I actually used that loot to upgrade one of my economy buildings. Well, technically it's not really an economy building, support building, let's say. I upgraded a statue storage. Currently I have one masterpiece stored there, and I'd like to expand that a little bit. I also have one masterpiece that I need to crush. It is a 20% Godbone energy masterpiece. I already have a 38% Godbone energy. I got gunboat energy masterpiece, which means that I cannot have another one. So I'm gonna probably crush that one to get some power powders. Actually, let's go ahead and do it right now. I really wish that you could have like 2 masterpieces of a kind, because that would be really, really sweet, but I suppose it could make things a little bit unbalanced. So basically, I used the moolah and the loot to upgrade the statue storage, and yeah, had a blast taking out War Factory. The fact that I was able to take it down in 3 tries really meant a lot to me. I'm not a maxed out player, you know I'm not. You know I'm not the most strategic player. You probably just come in here to watch me because, I don't know, because I'm funny, yay! But I was really thrilled to take it out, and I think going forward, I'll probably try and do that more often. This is my 2nd War Factory takedown in the history of my channel, so let's go for number 3 next week and number 4 the week after. What do you say? I'll see you next week. Until then, DT is out.